What's up, you guys? Welcome to my very first video on this channel. What can I say other than it's a brand new journey that I am trying to go on. I've never done this before, first time doing it. Talking in front of a camera like this, I'm kind of nervous, not gonna lie to say the least. But no time for that. Today we're going to be discussing who wins between Johnny Walker and Ankalaev. The rematch, right? We saw what happened in the first fight. Um, Obviously, it ended up being too short of a fight because of an illegal strike, and then there was a lot of controversy about whether or not it should have been a disqualification for Ankalaev for doing that stupid knee. Um, in my opinion, I don't think so because Johnny Walker wasn't out. Like, was it an illegal strike? Yes, but Johnny Walker wasn't out. He was walking just fine. He just couldn't answer the stupid questions that he was being asked. Like those questions were retarded. Like it made more sense to ask like, "What round are you in?" or something like that. But anyway, so today we're gonna talk about who's gonna win, the pedo or Ankalaev. This time around is gonna be much more different, for sure. 100% is gonna be much more different. The first time it was a 3 round fight. This time it's a 5 round fight. A lot of people, especially in Twitter, seem to be forgetting that. I mean, dude, I cannot tell you how many edits I've seen of that stupid high knee that Johnny Walker did. It didn't even touch Ankalaev, and there was like 50 edits of it on TikTok with like badass epic music in the background. It makes no sense to me, but obviously it generates traction. It's cool to see. I mean, no one is denying it. Johnny Walker is a fucking athletic beast, but what can you do? Anyway, without further ado, who wins the fight? Ankalaev. I predict round 4 finish or round 3 finish. TKO. There you go. End the video. Just kidding, you guys. Nah, obviously. Well, that's what I actually have for my prediction, but I want to explain to you why. This time around it's a 5 round fight. Johnny Walker is trash at 5 round fights. He had a few. Uh, the most notable one is against Santos. It was like, dude, that was top 5 most boring fights of all time. I was playing a game and I stopped playing because I was actually excited about it because, dude, Santos has the power of like a heavyweight, and then Johnny Walker fights like a maniac. Obviously, anybody would be excited to watch that. Well, it's 5 rounds, and then they were walking around like fucking Jizzy and Romero or fucking Derek Lewis and Ngannou. Like it was a boring fight, man. Like holy, I don't even know, man. I would have preferred watching midget porn than watching that shit, to be honest with you. So yeah, and that's pretty much like the only one. I don't count the Yamal Hill fight as a 5 round fight because he got KO'd on the first round. But it overall failures in 5 round fights. Johnny Walker's not. I don't think his style is meant for 5 round fights. He gets tired way too easily the way he fights. He fights like a maniac. He runs at you. He has a great killer instinct where he will notice that you're hurt and he will try to finish you. Um, and Kalaev is more methodical in that sense. He starts a bit slow and he builds up. That's why his style is better meant for 5 round fights. As we've seen in the John Blachowicz fight, Ankalaev took 5 rounds of beating on his legs, dude. Like in the first round, his leg was already mangled. That's how bad it was, and he was able to overcome that and, in my opinion, win the fight. I think he won the fight, in my opinion. It was a tie, but yeah, on paper. But we all know Ankalaev won the fight, and I'm not like the biggest fan of Ankalaev. I'm not sitting here saying gargling on Ankalaev's balls. I'm not a Dagestani cockrider, but I'm just being realistic here. Um, so that's one reason. When you compare Ankalaev and Johnny Walker in 5 round fights, Ankalaev has been more successful. He's beat John unofficially. He beat Santos. He pieced up Santos, like overall countering him with everything he had. He took bombs from him too. He took bombs from Santos. He almost got finished, but he recovered pretty quickly. That's something else I give to Ankalaev, his resistance and his chin, because taking punches from Santos is not easy, bro. Johnny got KO'd by him, so that's one. Now, when it comes to who has the more tools, Ankalaev definitely does. Ankalaev, in my opinion, has the better striking, better fundamentals. Johnny is more crazy with his striking. He does unorthodox attacks, flying knees, elbows. He just comes at you like a caveman, you know. But um, Ankalaev is his boxing is pretty good. His boxing fundamentals are pretty good. His jabs are pretty good. His footwork is pretty good. His counter striking is godlike, and I think that will be Johnny Walker's demise. The counter striking. Johnny Walker has gotten counter struck by people like Anthony Smith multiple times. Obviously, Anthony Smith right now is super washed. He doesn't have the power to take anybody out, but he was able to counter strike Johnny Walker a bunch of times. Uh, Hill KO'd Walker with a counter strike. Johnny Walker is really susceptible to those type of counter strikes. He has very poor defense, not that much head movement. Uh, I mean, if you see the Anthony Smith fight, and if you see that fight, there's a lot of goofy moments in striking from both guys. It's like that fight is really recent, and I don't think after Walker got KO'd by Hill, you'd expect him to improve his defense a little bit. But in the Anthony Smith fight, man, you don't see any big changes with Johnny Walker, bro. In my opinion, people want to. I don't get the hype with Johnny Walker. People want to hype him up so much after after that Paul Craig win. But it's like that Paul Craig finish. It didn't really say much. It just showed how powerful Johnny Walker is from anywhere. He packs a punch for sure, but we didn't get to see him defending like actual takedowns, which goes to my next point, the grappling. Ankalaev's grappling is one of the best in the division, and I've seen a lot of people have this take that, especially Guru. Guru made a video just recently, I think a few days ago, saying why he thought Johnny Walker was going to win. His main reason was because he believes Johnny Walker is more dangerous, and because he stood up from that first takedown that Ankalaev did on him. I also saw that a lot in MMA Twitter. People analyzing how Ankalaev's grappling might not be enough. You guys fail to realize that it was on the first round. Like on the first round, Johnny Walker is one of the most dangerous fighters ever. He stands 6'4", super powerful. First round, fresh, no cardio problems. Obviously, he's gonna be super powerful and hard to take down, bro. Nikita, I gotta watch out when I say that name because it's pretty dangerous. Hold on. Let's take my coffee. Anyway, Nikita Krylov, very good grappler, struggled to take Johnny down. He gave him a run for his money when it comes to the takedown defense and stuff like that. And that was at the beginning of Johnny Walker's career. And so it's not impossible to take Johnny Walker down. He's been taken down by Smith, by Nikita, by really great grapplers. He's just kind of hard to keep down, especially in the very first few rounds. He's very hard to keep down. But it is a 5-round fight, you guys. And in my opinion, I don't think Ankalaev is going to throw takedowns at him from anywhere starting the first round. I don't think that's going to happen. What's going to happen is that he's just going to counter-strike, start slow, counter-strike. It's a 5-round fight. Take whatever opportunity Johnny Walker gives him to do damage, and then set up takedowns. And then at the later rounds, he will start taking him down like he did against John Blachowicz. That's what I think is going to happen. And in my opinion, in one of these counter-strikes, Ankalaev could get the finish. I see it happening in my eyes. I mean, the Johnny Walker has gotten KO'd in the most goofy-ass ways in his career, man.
Un video más, mi gente, papá. Este comentario me acuerda a una mujer que yo tenía que se me murió de hambre. Coño, ya empezó las notificaciones.
Now I will give Johnny this, the leg kicks. Actually, during that first Johnny fight, during that first like Johnny Walker fight, you could see how Johnny was actually having success against Ankalaev with the inside leg kicks, using it also with feints and using teeps as well. So if Johnny Walker really emphasizes that point, he could get some success. If he is successful with those leg kicks, I could see this fight turn around. A little bit, yes. But again, it depends on that. And that's the only thing I can give to Johnny Walker. I think in the striking and in the grappling, overall, Ankalaev is much better. I think the odds are right. People are saying the odds are maybe they're too far apart. They should be much closer. I don't think so. I think Ankalaev overall is a much better fighter than Johnny Walker. Uh, yeah, but again, those leg kicks and the element of surprise are the only things I can give to Johnny Walker. Aside from that, Ankalaev round 4 finish or round 3 finish, TKO, whatever, give or take. If not, it goes to a decision. But that's just how it's gonna go. Do I think it's gonna be an exciting fight? Probably not. Um, yeah, probably not. I mean, it depends. Is Johnny Walker gonna be hesitant again, like he was against Santos? Because it really depends on Johnny Walker. Because Ankalaev is gonna be there ready for the counter strike. He's not gonna pressure anything. He's not gonna force anything. Johnny Walker does, but it's a 5 round fight. So who knows? Anyways, stay tuned for more, you guys. This will be my first ever video. I'm a bit nervous. I know I've been moving around a little bit. Uh, have a little bit of autism, but it's fine. I'm gonna make more videos coming soon. Next week is Strickland versus Duplessis, bro. I'm so excited for that fight, man. Honestly, um, not for the card. I think the card is really boring. I'd rather jack off to midget porn than watch that. But it's what it is. But that one fight is pretty good, and I'm gonna make a prediction. Same thing, breakdown analysis, giving some examples and overall prediction on that one. Uh, if you guys would like me to do something else, change something up, please let me know in the comments down below. For those that do know me, do you guys have my Twitter? My Twitter is going to be put on the outro. If you guys want to follow me, if you guys want to give me a follow on Instagram, it's also on the outro. And again, no hard feelings. If you disagree with me, that's okay. I'm not going to get mad at you or anything. Just let me know why you disagree with me, and then we can even make a discussion about that, and it serves for content. So for me, it's a win-win. I appreciate you guys for watching until the very end. Love you guys. Stay tuned for more. Subscribe. Join the boys. Peace.
Inshallah, my Lord. Inshallah. Inshallah, my Lord. Inshallah.